breaking bread with a muggle. They said I wouldn't make it, now they looking puzzled. They said I wouldn't take it, how to go and hustle. Get the bag, it ain't never getting fumbled. In the jack, but we came up from the bottom. Through the cracks, let the light pour in. Have a blast, got the drinks pour in. Take a risk like it's a short thing. Going in, yeah, I'm going all in. Getting flued out, yeah, you can bring a friend. Dive right in, let's go. No more than dip in your toes. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. Dive right in, let's go. No more than dip in your toes. Let the rhythm take control. It's going down tonight, yeah. I just do see you laters, no goodbyes. New flows, new highs. Through the dark clouds, see the blue skies. It will be I, just you wait. It's a new day. Ride in the storm like a new wave. Shake, shake, shake. Move it to the...
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Hightop Sports. I'm your host of this evening, Sheldon Walker, and we got the man, the myth, the legend. It's been a while since we've had him on, but I am beyond excited to talk to him today. Mr. Aidan Mizell, our newest commit to the Gators. It's official. The pin hit the dotted line this afternoon. It's got to feel good to finally be locked in and ready to go, man. Talk to me. How you feeling? It's a big day for you. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel pretty good. Nothing really changed. I was always committed, so it's just putting pen to paper and making it really official. But yeah, I feel amazing and feel ready to put in that work. And
what happened? No! Hold on, he'll come back. We'll wait. We'll wait a second. Maybe he got a phone call or something. Third show today. Boys, you know how we ride, baby. We moving and grooving. We don't stop here. We are hustling. I've been drinking Celsius, okay? I am humming, okay? Piss missiles are flowing, boys. We'll give him a second to see if he comes back. That's anticlimactic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, Lord. Hopefully, let me shoot him a message, but yo, we good? Let's see. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. Whew. Had me nervous for a second. I'm like, well, I ain't got nothing ready. There he is.
I'm back.
We were nervous.
Sorry. Someone called me.
Yeah, I figured. It looked like when you did to go hit it, I was like, I think someone called him.
Yeah.
Okay, so signs today. You said you've been committed all along.
Yeah.
Are you going to be an early enroll? So you start in January?
Yes, sir. In January. Yeah.
That's huge. I think that is absolutely massive. And do you know? I know a lot of you guys are early enrolling. Maybe except like 2 or 3. Is that correct? You got another phone call. This is brutal. This is brutal. Celsius Mullen got you on that. No, I needed something today. Coffee kind of messes my belly up every now and then. Hey, guys, welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Aidan Mizell's having a little bit of phone issues. They keep blowing the man up because obviously he's a superstar today. You know what I'm saying? Absolute speed demon joining the show here. Aidan Mizell. Just give him a quick hot second. Boys, we just surpassed 8,000 subs on the show. We are moving. There he is. You good?
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
No worries, bro.
Called.
Nope. You're right.
My bad.
You're popular today. Okay, got a big day for you. So
yeah, must be.
What was I saying? Oh, do you know who's not going to be enrolling early?
Not. I know 18 of us are.
That's
and
what I thought.
I don't know who isn't. I want to say, I don't think Eugene is going up early, but I could be wrong about that.
Yes, you and Gene, I believe, out of the wide receiver cores are committing early. I did remember Billy saying that.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly who isn't, but I know like 90% of us are going up early. So we'll almost have our full class up.
I think, look, I mean, like I said, you're going to have a full off season, right? It's not just going to be the summer. You're going to have 2 full seasons, in a sense, off season, practice seasons to get that love going, to get that mesh. So, I mean, obviously you hear the noise. I'm not going to beat around the bush. You see the nonsense that's going on Twitter. You hear the flack and, people talking about like what's going on, where are we headed. This is a very healthy class. I mean, the average rating is 92.4, I believe, which ranks higher than like 5 classes that are ahead of us, even though we rank 13th. It's a very healthy well put together class that seems to be very well all dialed in and really just hungry to be successful. More than I've seen probably in the past, where it's just like, it's not a bunch of guys just kind of coming together that because they got a lot of stars. Like, no, this is built from the ground up. Is that how everybody feels in the class? Like, you guys are just ready to go? I mean, Trayon talked about how playing with a chip on his shoulder. Where's your mindset on that?
Yeah, absolutely. A bunch of, I mean, even Gator Nation, they're just worried because for the past few years, it hasn't been the best, and I can acknowledge that, and we all can acknowledge that. But it is definitely on the come up. People are worried about the recruiting rank numbers. We have we have 21 commits, I think.
Mhm.
I just saw we have one of the lowest quantity commits over
22 commits.
the Jim, I'm on something right now. Anyway, sorry. This is Jim, everyone.
Hey, Jim.
Say hey, Jim. He likes to sing. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, our average is very high. It's the 5th ranked on average class. So we're on the come up. We stress quality over quantity, and people need to remember that.
Absolutely. And look, I know you hear the noise too, kind of with what Billy says, like, hey, we're not going to overbid for players. That's obviously been a lot of noise with the NIL. And I think, look, that speaks volume to the guys that have been committed. Like, we're buying in as a family.
Yeah.
Right? And what does that say to, I mean,
Absolutely.
What's been the talk? I know we've talked in the past before when you came on the show. I can't remember the kid's name, but when he committed to Texas, you went viral for your reaction because it was incredible. Now we've got another viral clip of Jim. I feel like you just have these viral moments. You got 2 alligators coming out. I mean, the camera loves you, but how's that chat now? I mean, obviously I'm sure it's shrunk a little bit, but what's the conversation between everybody? How's everybody feeling?
We're all just ready to come in and make a change. That's like all of us. Everyone that's in, we all signed. We're all locked in. We're just ready to come and change the program for the better.
Good stuff. And obviously, Jaden's going to be the quarterback of 2023. Have you had conversations with him? How's that relationship? Obviously, you guys are going to have to get to know each other pretty well. So,
yeah. We talk every once in a while. I mean, we've never really seen each other in person, so that's obviously hard to have like a good connection without really seeing each other. But we definitely talk, and we try to plan is to get down there and get our timing, our connection down. So for the future, we'll be locked and loaded.
I love it. So just kind of real quick so that everyone knows watching, Aidan's at work right now. And just again, we were kind of talking precast of like, look, these guys are superstars in our eyes, and we put a lot of pressure on them to perform. But like he was saying in precast, like, I'm just a normal kid, you know what I mean, trying to make it through. Like, this kid's going to be at the University of Florida in less than a month, and he's out here grinding away, getting yelled at by Jim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I love the commitment, man.
Yeah, if y'all hear like any background noise, it's good. I'm just at work. Can't really help it. Some people are gonna come in soon, put some stuff back. It'll be fine.
No, we're good. We appreciate you coming on here and being a part of it. So like, I know they're excited to hear from you and watch you play tomorrow. Couple questions. I know you can only say so much, but first thing is, who are you most excited to see in this class, this upcoming class? Or who are you excited to play with, and who do you feel the closest with right now?
Thank you. Most excited to play with. This is Jacob. Say hey, Jacob.
Hey,
what's up, man? How are you doing, bud?
Most excited to play with. Ooh, that's a good. Probably like. That's a good question. Probably Rashada. He's my QB. That's an obvious choice. I'm ready to play against the DBs as well, getting ones in practice and see who can come out on top more.
I love it.
So I would probably say Rashada or my dog Casto. We went at it once 2 years ago. He probably got the better of me that game, so we're gonna run it back in practice and see how it goes.
Okay, I love it. I love it. How is I know you had a little bit of an injury this year. How are you feeling? How's the recovery going?
I'm good. I'm back to 100%. I did miss my senior year, which sucks, but it's for the best. We're I'm ready to put in that work and get back to where I was.
Yeah, I think people don't realize like it's like, oh, it's just senior year, he's gonna play college ball, but like, look, man, it's high school, something special. So I feel bad that you had to miss it, but obviously
Yeah,
you gotta sometimes make sacrifices for the long term. But I heard today, Coach Billy said you're gonna be doing track and field too. Is that correct, or was Billy pulling out of his bag there?
yeah. I might be. I wanna really. My main focus is football,
Okay.
so I'm most likely gonna be doing track, but I want to make sure I am all in on football before I start the track and anything like that.
Okay, so they're gonna get, it's kind of you have that discretion of like, hey, like I may or may not want to do it based on how comfortable I can get into
Yeah,
this. Because again, that's a lot on your body. Like you're gonna have to eat a lot.
yeah, it is
Peop
absolutely. Yes,
training
sir.
for the 400 is that what that's what you'd be racing in, correct?
Yeah,
That's
sadly,
that's a lot of
400.
work. People don't realize like that. It's
Yeah,
almost not more work than football, but what you have to consume and what you're outputting, it's a lot. And then if you're doing football and
no,
that,
that 400 is something serious. I know football pain is all that getting hit, but after you run that 400, your legs are on fire and they won't stop. It's bad.
yeah.
So it is a lot of work to add that on to football.
Look, whatever you do, we're gonna support and be there. People are already talking in the chat about buying a Mizell jersey. So we're excited to see you
I
guys play. The
appreciate it.
wide receiver core is just something special. I think it's something we haven't seen in a long
Yes, sir.
time. So with you, Eugene, and Andy, God, my goodness, it's going to be electric. And then that running back room. I think. Look, this is where the class is
Absolutely.
starting to come together. It's a young class, but we're excited. I don't know if you've heard, but Graham Mertz from Wisconsin, he has officially announced he's transferring to Florida. I don't know if you know much about him or what your
Absolutely,
thoughts,
yeah.
but everyone has their opinion about it. Been asking everybody, do you have a thought? Do you know much about him, or you kind of just found out like everybody else?
I just found out. I don't know the dude, never seen him play, so
Sure.
I'm not gonna give any opinion because I can't have an opinion. But I might do some research, watch some film, and I'll probably, you know, get what I can get out the film and see how good he is. I'm sure Billy wants him. He's a player, so yeah.
I love it. I love it. So kind of speaking to that, Billy wants him, and kind of if you as much as you can, enlighten us in the fans. What is it? Yeah, because we see what's going on. Again, you see what Miami's doing. We feel like they're buying all these players. You see what other teams are doing in the portal, and it feels like we're building a nice, healthy family, right? What's your thoughts on that? Like, what is it that Billy's doing that you think that's different than from everybody else that we the fans can't see just yet? If that makes sense.
Um, he's just a really down to earth coach. Not everything's football about him. I don't know how to put it. He's just a normal guy, and he can relate, and he can just talk to us. Like when he came on a visit, we just sat and ate and just chilled and talked about randomness. It's just buying into him as a person more than it is him as a coach. And then you see what he does on the football field, and you see what he's produced. So it is just easy to commit to him.
Okay. Look, I think that's great to hear because again, we as fans, again, we're watching from the outside looking in, and again, the frustration is we expect one thing, right? But like we keep saying, and you keep
Hmm.
saying, this is for the number of commits a highly average class, which and is extremely healthy. And look, I've been preaching it the whole time. I'm still bought in, and I'm excited to see what you guys can do. Obviously, and I know you're extremely excited. When do you make the move to Gainesville
So I think the day we had to get there is the 8th, but I might go up a day early just to get everything situated.
of
So
January?
January 8th is yeah, when we had to be up there.
And mom and dad, I'm sure they're excited, but are they a little emotional too?
My parents aren't really like emotional people, but you can tell it's getting to them a little
Sure.
bit. But yeah, they're good. They're doing the best they can.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Do you've got anything on the Christmas wish list that you got for your last Christmas at home?
Not really. I don't really care.
You got your
Something.
Christmas wish. You're going to play for the Gators. Mr. Nobody wants to know
Yeah,
what's
absolutely.
Aidan's greatest strength and weakness.
Greatest strength. So the obvious answer for my strength is my speed, but I want to say it's my agility and my elusiveness. My Even though I am fast, I am very quick and shifty, which people might not see all the time on my film because it's just a lot easier to run by someone than juke someone. But I am able to if the person is fast.
Break their ankles a
And
little bit,
then
a
my
little shake and
greatest
bake.
weakness, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Greatest weakness. Um, I don't have a weakness that stands out. I just try to get better at my game from every aspect, whether it be route running or getting faster or being able to catch the ball better. So nothing really glaringly stands out to me as a weakness, but I try to improve everything.
I love that. I love that mindset. All right, everyone's asking. I know you again. You can only say so much, so whatever you can tell us. But should Gator Nation be on the lookout tomorrow? Is there any big news that you know of? That should look. Just blink twice. Should we?
Oh,
I was like, what? He just cuts it off. He goes, I'm out of here.
yeah, how about you?
That was gold. That was too good. Dude, you're a clip monster. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, it just happened that Jose turned off the gym lights just okay. But anyway, I don't know anything as of now, so maybe not. I have no clue. I'm just in the loop as you guys are.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
What's your 40 speed? For those that don't know.
I have no clue.
Hey,
I've never ran a 40.
You got to lock it in, dude. I need.
Yeah, that's my bad. I ran some at Florida and Auburn, but they didn't tell me my times. Like they'll be like, you run it and they'll be like, oh yeah, you'll get your times after the camp, and you'll wait around after the camp and nothing happens. So
It
I
was
had no
fast.
clue.
It was
It's
fast enough.
fast.
Yeah, it was fast enough for them to give you an offer. So we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll say anywhere like 4.5 to 4.3. We'll say in between four.
In between there.
4.4. We'll cut it. We'll cut it in half. 4.4.
Okay. I know at the beginning of the year we talked about, because you're a 4-star currently, which in tickling a 5th star. That was the goal. We were hoping we would close this senior year with a 5th star. Obviously, with the injury, that doesn't help.
Can't do that.
Yeah, that was a buzzkill. But I think people don't realize too, like the talent you do have, because again, you were extremely close. We talked about it again prior to the season. That was the main focus for you to really just up. And look, it's not necessarily you're chasing a star, but you knew if I got that 5th star, you were upping your level and upping your value to the Gators. So, look, by the way, it looks of it, probably wouldn't give you your 5th star anyways. It looks like On 3 and 247 kind of hates on Florida a little bit, but
A little bit.
I'm glad that you're healthy. Glad that you're ready to rock and roll. I'm glad that you took time out of your day at work to be here for the people.
I appreciate it.
I know they appreciate it. They are extremely excited to have you. I'm pumped to watch you. I would love to have you on throughout the season, throughout your camp, whenever you can. You're going to be busy, so I would love to. We'll figure it out. I went and worked out with Lorenzo last year. Maybe I get in with the new guys. Maybe we do a race. Maybe I come and I get like a 200-meter start.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that sounds good.
see what we can do and have some fun, man. But I got to be honest, I'm extremely excited to have you be a Gator and watch you play. And again, thank you again for being on here. Go ahead and plug your Twitter and Instagram so everybody can follow you and see what you've got going on and whenever you post.
All right, I don't really know them off the top of my head, but if you look up Aidan Mizell, AIDAN MIZELL, it'll probably pop up on Instagram and Twitter.
All right, your handle, you're killing
So
me.
if you want to go follow,
It's at Aidan, it's just at Aidan Mizell. That's it. It's easy. He got it. You're right.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's ready to rock. Hey, 6'2", 180. We still at 180? We put on some pounds? What's up? How we looking? I'm looking at your stats right now.
So
You got to.
I wasn't 180. I was just I was lying.
Respect.
But now I'm 180. So
Okay.
we're there now. But
I like
we
it.
had to fool little people. Yeah.
What were you when you put it up originally?
You know.
What?
What? Oh, it depends because that's been 6'2", 180 for a while. So like last year, I was probably like floating around like the 170, 175 ish.
Okay.
If that, I
Little
want to say
round
it was
up.
put up last year. So yeah, so it was probably like a 10 to 5 pound round up. But we're here, so we're good.
I love it. Hey, one last question before you go. What's the talks on,
Yeah.
on your status for next year? Are you planning to be like, is talks of you starting right away? Are you redshirting? Has that not been discussed? Am I too far advanced, or is there been conversations about that?
There's been absolutely zero conversation. My plan is to get up there and start right away. There is no
Okay.
uh
So it's gonna
there's
be
no
up to you
thought,
how much you
anything
kick ass and
else.
take names.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be up to me. If I do what I can, I'll be starting. If I don't, we'll see what happens. But that's the plan is to start next year.
I love that. I love the mindset. Like, look, I understand that it's not going to be given. I got to go earn it. So I appreciate that. I love it. So look, I'll
Yeah,
be in touch with you, man. You know,
absolutely.
I know where to find you. You're very good at getting back. And again, I appreciate you being ready to rock and roll. They love you. I can't wait to clip up these
Yeah.
these moments because it's always a blast. I feel like I have some of the best moments. You've got you with your reaction to the kid we're committing to Texas. You walk out with double gators. I mean, this
Yeah.
kid's got it all. You got the personality, man. NIL is gonna treat you well. People are gonna love you, and I think it's gonna do you well. I'm excited to see how it goes,
I
man.
hope so.
We'll get you out of
Yeah,
that
I
job. We'll
appreciate
get
you
you out of that
having me.
job and get you moving, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Well, you have a great rest of your night. Tell Jim we appreciate him not yelling at us too much, and we'll be in touch,
All right.
man. Good luck to you, Bubba.
All right, I'll see you. Yeah, you have a great day.
Go
Have a
Gators,
great
Bubba.
night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, Aidan Mizell, the man, the myth, the legend. Hit the damn like button, baby. Let's get to 100 likes. We got 300 people in the chat. Oh, I should ask if he's spoken a lot. Like, wait, dang, good question. He spoke a little bit to Jada, so that's his quarterback right now. I'm sure that's where his focus is. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. Happy to have you aboard. We're blowing up. We're going through the roof here. Subscribers are insane in the membrane. We got likes. We got love. I appreciate everybody that has joined the family thus far, okay?
How about them guys?
How about them, baby? All right, we talked about it in the early show. Obviously, Mertz has officially signed with the Florida Gators. You guys are not happy. There it is, the Jim and I method. Tell us your thoughts on Mertz. We got to talk about it. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, but Mertz. Let me get this going up here. You guys obviously want to know more about it. What's your thoughts? I'm going to get Steve on here in just a minute, too. I should have asked for a chomp chomp. I'm sorry. I'm slipping, guys. I'm slipping. Oh, damn. Sorry, Soderquist. I should have had him to add you. That's my bad. Look, I think I watched Billy's press conference, and I want to talk about the press conference as well. But Mertz Squirts, these are great nicknames. Honestly, for the nicknames alone, I'm excited to watch him play now. You know what I'm saying? Billy Ballsack's been running dry. So, look, I think it is a depth pool. I don't think it's the guy. I could be wrong. Billy could see, hey, this is going to be my system quarterback. I'm going to be able to plug and chug away with this guy. He won't be able to go too much out of his realm. I can make this work. My concern is the few tapes that I've watched, again, with what Jack Miller is, lack of quarterback presence. Now, here's one thing I want to say, okay? Because a lot of people are mentioning the interception ratio. Hear me out for just a quick second, okay? Some of the great quarterbacks threw a lot of interceptions. Peyton Manning, Trevor Lawrence had a lot in his first year. He's working on his way. My favorite quarterback of all time, Brett Favre, okay? They throw a lot of picks. Why do they throw a lot of picks? Because they got fucking cojones, okay? They throw it, right? Now, sometimes he has a lot of bad throws. There's a caveat. I understand that, so hear me out, okay? But there's also a point, too, when you throw out interceptions because you have that much confidence in yourself that you can slide it in there, okay? So that's part of it as well. But I truly believe that it's more of a depth pull, I believe, because, again, Billy said in his press conference, we are still going to be adding more, okay? I think even though McCall has been kind of pegged as a academic issue, is still on the table. At some point, I know we're trying to play the right way. I think that's been kind of quoted that Florida has been doing the right thing about, with the NIL and with the portal. We're not overstepping, right? We're doing what we should be doing and following the rules. If we're going to break a damn rule, just fudge his grades, okay? Fudge his grades. Who cares? Okay? Hire him a damn tutor. Hire somebody to make his NIL hooked on phonics, okay? Get the man a hooked on phonics sponsorship and get his ass into Gainesville, okay? Let's get it together. All right? Jimmy Barber says, you ain't selling me all Murdy. I'm not trying to sell, okay? I'm simply trying. Guys, this is what we're dealing with. So we've got to be able to talk about it, and work with it. But I truly believe that it is a depth fix because look at the situation here. We lost Kitna. We lost Anthony. We lost Marcus Stokes, who was supposed to be coming into this class. We lost Jack Anders. Again, he was just a walk-on. Billy even spoke, hey, we're going to be adding some walk-ons. Quick thought really quick. What's your guys' thoughts on me if there's a possibility that I could go to the Florida Gators tryouts, walk-on tryouts? I've got some eligibility left. Could you not tell me that would be the greatest content on earth? If I can know when the day is, why not, right? I don't know how much I have to do to get in. I'm assuming I have to be a student probably, but maybe I can pull a few strings and just sling it around with the big dogs for a little bit. Well, so I'll go buy pads and a helmet just to give it a shot. What if I'm out there just slinging it, bro? What if Billy sends me an offer? I don't know. I'm going over the speed here. What are the odds Sam Hartman still goes to the portal? I still think that could be something there too. Maybe that's what's in the works. I really don't think Mertz is the end-all, save-all. I don't think that's Billy's pull. God, I hope not, because I know Gator Nation is going to a complete frenzy if that's the move. Okay? It will be. But I want Sheldon on the team, bro, has drive. Bro, just simply to get me on the sidelines, coach. You know what I'm saying? I will fire up the boys. Okay? 5'11", tiny hands and all. Bro, okay? That was harder than I thought it would be, okay? I will Baker Mayfield them bad boys. I'm going to have a blood cut on my head here in a minute. I might have scratched myself on that one. That one was aggressive. That's how fired up I get, okay? Save your life. Don't do it. I mean, I'll put the red jersey on. I'm not willing to get sacked or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but we'll see. Emory committed to Cincinnati. Yeah, I saw that. Good for him. Good for him to find a home. Also, what's his face? JT Daniels went to Rice. Guys are finding some homes here. So I'll be the next Stetson Bennett. Stephon. Okay? All right. Losing Stokes, I mean, that's a tough one. So look, there's a lot that we lost in the quarterback room that we have to fill up, right? So that's where I think Mertz comes into play, and I think that's all that it is. I don't think it's going to be the guy. I would rather go with Rashada at that point, to be honest with you. But I mean, I am 5'11", BB. What's up? Game changer coordinator. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys need. Steve, let me know when you're ready to go, bud. If you're ready to hop on the show, let me know. Steve's working late tonight, boys, so we'll try to get on. Hey, we need 10 likes to get to 100. Let's show some love. Let's get to 100 likes, boys and girls. Let's talk about the press conference. Billy Ball's press conference. I loved it. Okay? What I loved about it is he took the time to talk about every player and who they were and where they came from and something about them, their why, their purpose, right? He has a personal connection with all of them, and this is what we kept preaching, right? Billy needs his guys. And we saw, look what Aidan just said, right? He gets to know you on a personal level. Why is that important? It's important because what we saw at the Oregon State game is nobody gave a shit. That's what it was. We talked about it today in the live call-in show. You guys are frustrated because there was no love, there was no drive. When you look over to the sideline and you built the relationship with Coach Billy, who now essentially become like a second father, right? For some, a father because they never had one. You look over and you see that face and he looks disappointed. You're going to lock it back in. That stuff's important. It really is when it comes to football. If you don't have that respect for him, then you're not going to play hard, right? So I think that's something to note. And again, this is what we keep talking about. I kind of brought it up to Aidan a little bit, but he's playing the long game. And the long game isn't flashy. The long game isn't cute. The long game isn't pretty. Okay? And we're going to be frustrated. I've been frustrated. I've been frustrated with how we've handled the portal. I've been frustrated a little bit with how we've handled recruiting. I feel like we've lost some dogs that we should have been taken advantage of, and we didn't. There's obviously talks about that with the NIL and the Gator Collective. I have been in talks with Jen from the Gator Collective. She plans to be on the show tomorrow and Friday unless something has changed, but I spoke to her the other night. She said she's willing to come on to clarify some things because obviously there is some confusion with the money and where it's going and what's happening. In my opinion, from what I've heard from the people that I've spoke to, from the things that I've discussed, it feels like it's just there's too many chefs in the kitchen, okay? And nobody can figure out which way to go. So we got to get one guy that can lead the pack to success and get this dialed in because we're only falling farther behind with each passing year, with each recruiting cycle. Kirby Smart and Saban just pull farther and farther away. Saban is on path for a record-breaking recruiting class this year to beat Jimbo from last year. He's fired up, okay? I think Kermani McClain is gone. He's left Miami. Thank goodness they can take an L finally. I think he took the bag from Florida and Miami. Serves everybody right. Look, I see things changing after this year. It feels to me like it's been the Wild Wild West. We will see. But it's been interesting to watch. Steve will be on here in just a minute. We'll talk to him. I want to talk to him because FSU has done a phenomenal job again. In year 2 of the portal, they're killing. They're knocking it out of the park. They're ranked second in 247 Sports. I hate to say it. I know you guys are going to be pissed that I'm saying it, but facts are facts. I got to give credit when credit's due. Tavares Barker says, hey, check your EIM on DM on IG. What you got for me, big dog? Okay, Tavarius Barker says, hey man, I've been watching your videos and want to send you my film for high school, and I would like for you just to break it down and let me know if you would offer me if you was a coach, and I would love for you to make a video and post it. Tavarius, I wouldn't mind doing that at all, big guy. Hit me. Appreciate you reaching out, man. We'll definitely watch it and break it down without a shadow of a doubt, man. Appreciate you watching the show and being a fan, man. I can't wait to watch it. I'm excited. Look, and I love this. This is what I love about just kind of the world that we live in right now. I mean, something like this where, hey, nobody's noticing him, right? But he's hungry. He wants it. He wants some love. So I love it. I absolutely love it. But look, I'm excited for this class. I think we all should be excited and hungry. I think what I am nervous about is because, honestly, what I saw in Oregon with what we haven't been able to do in the portal, look, that's going to be what we're looking at next year. Now, we are getting some guys on the O-line. I'm excited for Najee to come in. Again, it's going to have another year under Billy. But we got absolutely railroaded by Oregon, and that's not going to work. You know what I mean? So I feel like we've got to get some more pieces moving. We got to move quickly. I know we've got time in the portal, but we ain't got forever. Okay? Because January is going to be here before we know it. Christmas is literally this Sunday. Sunday. And then the next following weekend is New Year's Eve, and then now it's showtime. So we will see. Chris says Billy's doing fine. He needs to surround himself with an elite recruiter / assistants. Okay. D-line getting rebuilt. Look, the D-line's starting to come together. The D-line is starting to come together healthy. Again, we landed the linebacker, Mitchell from Ohio State. He was a 4-star coming out of high school. Those stars have dwindled, I think, since then. But I'm excited for this class. I'm excited that everybody signed. Mizell is signed. All good news there. Okay. Those are all great things. Kelby Collins, really excited to see this man play. 6'5", defensive lineman, okay? We got Dejon Johnson at safety. Obviously, massive flip there, ranked 98th in the country. Eugene Wilson should not be ranked 112th. He should be ranked 10th. The guy's an absolute beast. Roger Kearney, 6'4", 300, a healthy O-lineman. Big stuff there. Remember we had Stokes on? He's excited. He loved Kearney. Big stuff there. Jakeem Jackson, absolute athlete. Really excited to see him play. Cameron James, another D-line. So there we go right there. Kelby Collins, Cameron James, 2 big D-line plays there. Jordan Castle, safety. We heard what Aidan Mizell just said about Jordan Castle. Says he beat him about 2 years ago, okay? We know what Aidan can do. So he's talking about him being a dog. TJ Searcy, another 4-star defensive lineman. And then Will Norman. Will Norman is an absolute dog from IMG. IMG be putting out dogs. So that D-line, we still got Big Daz, boys. Okay? McClennan's in there. That D-line is going to be looking thick next year. Going to be some young boys in there for sure, but I'm loving it. I love the youth that's here. Okay? I'm excited about it. Sharif Denson, dog at cornerback. Bama was going hard for Sharif. Okay? Really excited about that. Gavin Hill, another stud, hometown boy, defensive lineman. I mean, the D-line is thick, boys. Okay? And then we got the running back room. Trayon Webb, Etienne, and Montrell Johnson. That's a three-headed dog right there. That's a monster. We need some studs for next year quick. Because, again, I think right now we haven't done a great job of building depth, missing out on Mark Fletcher. Because, again, for the long term, a little bit of an L there. But it is what it is. Aaron Gates. Great story here. This guy's been committed since the beginning. All in, dialed in. These are the type of personalities that I'm excited to see. Okay? Andy Jean at wide receiver. Again, stud, dog. I'm excited for this wide receiver core. It's been the first time I've been excited for a wide receiver core in a very long time. Okay? Really excited to see these guys play and see what they're able to do. Eugene Wilson, Aidan Mizell. We've got Arlos Boardingham. We just signed that new tight end as well. I can't think of his name. Give me 1 second while I look him up. He's been signed, but he's finally announced he's going to be on campus. Tony Livingston. He was a 4-star tight end in 2022. Massive. Okay? Again, Arlos Boardingham, who was a tight end last year that we signed 4 stars. Super excited to see him play. We saw what Caleb Douglas was doing this year. Really excited to see him play as well. Jaquavion Fraziers, he had some highlight moments last year. The wide receivers that are coming in are going to be electric. Okay? Really excited about that. We're going to talk about Desmond Ricks here and Baby Hall in the future and what's going on with that. Super chat from Azira. This is only 4 teams with higher averages than us. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Bryce Thornton, 4-star safety. Again, dog. Jaden Robinson, massive linebacker here. Okay? We know we need help with linebacker help. We've got Derek Wingo that's stepping in. Shamar James, who's going to be getting a little bit older with a transfer from Ohio State. Look, guys, the depth's starting to look a little bit better now. We still have Kamari Wilson there. Okay? So now think about that defense, okay? What we just said. The D-line, it looks like it's getting healthy as hell. The linebacker, with some obviously with some coaching and some developing, could get nasty. Are we going to fill that hole of Ventrell Miller? I don't know. We'll see. Probably not for year one. But if we can get a lot of guys that can make up for that and have some depth there that, eventually they'll fill into that hole, then good stuff, okay? With safeties, again, young guys, okay? Young guys, going to be a lot of learning, be a lot of work for PTA, okay, and the boys. But I'm excited to see it. Najee Harris, honestly, disrespect in my opinion, he's a 3-star. No reason this man should be a 3-star. This kid works harder than anybody that I've ever seen. I'm super excited for Najee, and then Bryce Levitt as well. Those are the 2 3-stars that we have, and in my opinion, easily could be a 4-star. I believe Bryce just got his 4-star. I could be wrong. Both those guys could easily be 4 stars. We're talking like night and day difference. And again, this is where like the stars kind of get a little wishy-washy because it's that close. That's a very healthy, just well put together class. Okay? Well put together class. We got Steve coming on to the show here. Holly, Steve, and Chad. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. Your hoodie is disgusting. Your forehead's disgusting, but it's good to see you.
My man. It has been a heck of a day.
It's been insane.
I've seen the Discord going bananas. I've seen Hightop Sports, the channel, going bananas. I've seen the chat going bananas. I have seen more eyes on this channel in one sitting than I have ever seen. It has been exciting to say the absolute least, and it has been a roller coaster since about 7 o'clock this morning. I'm glad I was able to get a chance to jump on here with you guys and be a part of it.
We are happy to have you, Steven. Okay? Yes, it has been a hell of a day. Honestly, probably it's been Christmas for us. I've had nothing but blast. We're at 8,200 subs. We're trying to get to 10K by the end of the year, and we are moving with a passion. Okay? We are not stopping. Stopping.
Absolutely. Look, the momentum, the train is rolling. At this point, it's either get on or get run over. It's not slowing down now, people. We're not going anywhere. If you hate looking at us, get used to it. Okay? Get used to it.
Real quick, let's talk about it because I think Desmond Ricks seems to be that lottery seems to be heating up. For who? I don't know. Let me read this to you real quick. I got a little verbiage here. It says, I don't know who this is from. Soderquist sent it to me. It says, I've never had an on-3 pick for Desmond Ricks, nor will I be making one. Too many moving parts for me on that front. This one has gotten wild down the stretch as everyone is jockeying for the position. I do feel confident saying that the past 24 hours has shifted away from the Tigers. LSU, Bama, and UF all felt the Tigers led to start the week, but that has changed. The confidence at level on LSU end has dropped significantly from where it was on Tuesday. What does that mean? No fucking clue. Okay.
No idea. And what's amazing is that it can happen in a couple of days. Like, what are you talking about? That 3 other major Division I schools in the same conference, for the most part, with Alabama and Florida, all basically thought is going to LSU. Monday night, it's a given. Signing day on Wednesday. Monday night, it's a given. He's going to LSU. You go to sleep, you put your head on a pillow Tuesday night, you're like, well, I think we got a shot.
You're saying there's a chance. Okay. So look, you guys are asking, let's ask Desmond Ricks. You guys know the drill around here. We like playing the lottery. What if we hit the lottery tomorrow? What are we going to spend it on? Okay. We get Desmond. That puts us up to 282. That drops us into the 6th spot. Massive pull.
Yep.
Massive pull. We go from 12 to 6. I'm getting naked. All right. Plain and simple. That would honestly, I would think, help solidify and calm down the noise for tomorrow. If by any chance we land Jordan Baby Hall, who is looking like he's going to Georgia, but again, we're playing the game here. Okay,
playing the what if game. Yeah.
We're always playing the what if. That puts us at 287.92. We're in the top 5, boys and girls. Top 5 there. Okay. Now I don't know. Let me see. I believe if we add a transfer, which this again is more of a. Oh, this is our wish list. Now we're going into the wish list of Christmas here. If we land Grayson McCall, we're going to do Grayson McCall, and then we're also going to see what a Sam Hartman. Grayson McCall puts us at 290. We would still remain in the top 5 behind Miami. Kick rocks. Let me see. Let's do Sam Hartman again. Massive wish list here, boys. Massive wish list. He's not popping up as a transfer.
There's still a lot of talent out there. It looked like FSU had a couple of guys that were going to potentially sign today. That it looked like they pushed their signing day out. We'll see, man. Just because the early signing day, the day has passed, it does not mean that these kids aren't still ready to pull the trigger. There's sometimes it's nerves. It's there might be that last second offer. You got mom in your ear, you got dad in your ear, you got family just pushing you one way or the other. These kids, these are still kids. Like, let's not forget that most of these are 18-year-old kids that have never made any type of significant life decision so far in their young lives. But look, it's been a great day, and then it's going to be a great day from here all the way through February. We still have a bunch of portal static out there. The portal guys, if they want to be ready for spring ball, they've got to have themselves signed and enrolled by very early January in order to be eligible for spring ball and ready for this year. So this next 9 days are going to still be exciting. Obviously, it's not quite like, this is the equivalent of like you wake up on Christmas Day, you open all your presents, right? But there were still those couple of presents that you had coming that got kind of caught up at Amazon or UPS. It didn't make it off the belt,
Sure.
Or the box got torn up. They had to repackage it. So it's like it just comes in a couple of days later. It's not wrapped. It's not a bow. It just comes in the brown box, but it's still yours. You still appreciate it.
Steve's locked the fuck in, boys and girls. Drop a like. Steve is, I love it. Steve's been walking a lot. His steps are up. He's focused, boys and girls. This is what happens when you get your step count up, okay? The blood flows a little bit better. He's not sluggish anymore. We are fired up to be here, boys and girls. 400 in the chat. Drop a like, subscribe. Choo-choo! All aboard, baby. Okay, real quick. Emojis Plays, I think that's your name. Thought they said Macau doesn't have the grades for UF. Here's my take on this, okay? The Twitter sphere insider takes are insane. Now, most of the time, they're pretty close to right, but I haven't heard any official comments on that. Auburn is official that, look, the grades were a factor. So I'd imagine if Auburn was an issue, Florida would be an issue. But I said it earlier in the show. If we're going to break a damn rule, okay, Florida has been the cleanest out of everybody, okay? We're like a prude at this point. Just fudge a few numbers, okay? Get the whiteout out, throw a few A's on the scorecard, get the man sponsored by Hooked on Phonics, and let's move on. Okay, the guy's slinging a football. Who cares? That's on him. I don't care if you're passing academics. You don't care. I don't care. I need 4 tutties average a game. Okay? That's what I want. We'll get you a tutor, okay? There should be some kind of like, hey, if you're this, you're required to do this to figure it out, Billy. Figure it out, okay? Honestly, you got negotiating power. Hey, we're gonna cut your deal in half because we got to hire you a tutor. Figure it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's coming out of pocket here, kid.
Lock it in.
Yeah, you're paying for your own tutor. Look, so your NIL was going to be roughly around 35 to 42,000. The tutor alone is going to cost about $7,000. So look, I mean, you're eating into your own profit margin here. Maybe open a book once in a while.
Seriously, lock it in, dude. Lock it in. Real quick.
What's crazy is that for a long time, that used to be really the only thing that kept these kids out of school. If you guys remember, like recruiting a long time ago, like these kids would be ready to commit. It's like a 4 or 5 star guy. They're ready to commit, and that's like why are none of these schools like locking this kid up? Grades were always a thing. If they couldn't figure out, and it was always like, what's his GPA? Well, he's got to have a decent ACT or an SAT. Oh, we hope it doesn't get flagged, right? But that was always the biggest thing going into some of these kids' recruitments is their grades and what they had to do in that fall and winter semester in order to be eligible. You never hear about that anymore. It used to be prevalent. They used to put kids on blast.
Nobody cares. Yeah, they figure it out now. I'm going to speak to that in just a minute, but real quick, super chat from Azira says, with Rick's committing tomorrow, does he have to wait to sign? I believe the signing period's for like a few days. So it's not like it was just today. They have a few days to sign. So he can't sign tomorrow.
The first day you can sign. Yep.
Yes. Real quick, though. So speaking to that, that's what people don't understand, too, with Duke basketball, how impressive that is. Because the play at Duke, academically, is insane. It's not Harvard level, but it's pretty damn close. People don't understand that they are up there. So you got dogs on and off the court, and that's why. Look, I mean, playing at Duke and most guys, like you said, didn't make the cut. But for them to be as nasty as they were for as long as they were with Coach K, and again, all those cats that were there had to be
the guys that were.
That's a lot of work, man. To be on and off the field, to be that dialed in, that's an all around just stud of a human. Basically, is what I'm trying to say in so many ways.
Yeah, look, you look at like Notre Dame. Notre Dame keeps a relatively higher academic standard to get kids in, and they've certainly missed on a lot of talent that comes out of the Ohio area, Michigan, like those areas, even Kentucky, but because of grades. Somebody like Stanford, what Stanford's been able to do, look, they have their hot streaks and their cold streaks, and they disappear for a decade, but then they have those teams that come out of nowhere and are really good. But Stanford is another one that just has like football is not their primary focus. Academics truly is, but the fact that they're able to maintain the level of play on the field with those extra standards that they put in place, it's impressive for them.
Hey, real quick. So Nature Gator, 2 things. Nature Gator says McCall does not have grade issues. He has a chosen degree issue. Auburn did not have a sports management degree, and without that degree credits, he could not get into Auburn per progression. UF does. Okay, look, and that's my point. Is like I felt like the noise that was coming out was probably not 100% certain because I haven't heard UF dismiss that noise. We, as the people, have dismissed it. Nothing from UF has dismissed it yet. So that's why I'm not giving up on it until it's certain. Because we also had a commitment from Middle Tennessee, an offensive tackle today that didn't commit, all within a matter of like 3 minutes. So it's mayhem. It's just absolute mayhem. Real quick, Chris Rowley keeps saying Ricks to UF. You guys are saying stop it. Ricks is probably, out of the most people in here, the most neutral guy. Like, he's not like one that's just throwing nonsense out. And he's in the area. He's probably hearing something if he's saying it. Okay? That's all that I'm saying. I don't think he's trolling. Or he's manifest. He's coming.
Yeah.
Hey, he's coming. So people want to ask, what's your take on the merch coming to Florida? From a I don't want your FSU take. I want your non-biased take here.
The kid from Wisconsin?
I mean,
is that who you're talking about?
You don't have to say it like that, like he's just like a nobody. I mean, it's Graham Mertz.
Well, no.
Put some respect on his name. It's our quarterback, man.
Sorry.
Damn, bro. It's our quarterback. Hey, it's our quarterback, man.
My honest opinion is that if that ends up being the only quarterback that you take out of the portal, that it sets up very nicely for Jalen Rashada to start his freshman year. I just don't see that guy. I've looked at his numbers. I've looked at the Wisconsin record. I looked at him. I did. I spent a little time kind of going over it, and it doesn't. It doesn't wow me. I'm not saying he doesn't translate well, but when you're kicking around the idea of, the guy from NC State or even Wake Forest, or there was just, even the guy from Coastal Carolina, there was a couple of guys out there that had that perfect window of 2 years of eligibility left. We talked about it here. The 2 years of eligibility left. It gives Lagway that 1 year as a freshman to kind of learn under a quarterback on his senior year if that transition happens. It's just not the guy that I think in that scenario, where if you wanted it to play out, that would have been the name you picked out of the hat. Yeah, that would have not been the name.
If the 2023 season comes to a close in regards to recruiting in the portal as it is today, and you're a Gator fan, look, again, this is why it's great to ask you, because you hate the Gators, respectfully. I'm not taking a shot. Like, it is what it is.
No.
Where's your projection? I mean, it's the way too early projection on where we finish next year with what we have right now. What do you think?
In regard to recruiting ranking, or who starts at quarterback? Like, what do you mean?
Sorry, the record. What's the record at the end of the year next year based on the class you see right now?
Right now. I've got to look at your schedule. I know you go to Utah. We
go to Utah. Do you mean pull it up? Is that going to help you? I can pull it up for you. All right.
Let's go over it real quick.
See, Steve's old-fashioned. He's not like me. He doesn't shoot from the hip. He likes to think it through. I respect that. I'm wild child.
Well, I mean,
I would have just speared it from the hip.
Like 4-0, and you will get nothing.
Yeah, but look, I get it. You want to see? Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Don't pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. And we're gonna share the screen. You just relax. You just relax, Steve. It's been a while since you've been on the show, but I'm coked up on 4 Celsius and 19 Mio energy drinks. Okay, I'm dialed in. All right, you just relax for a second.
I got to catch up with you.
Everybody like the damn video, okay? Before I freak out. No, I'm just kidding. But for real. There we go. All right. So it's at Utah. I'm more concerned with September 9th, but we'll get into that. At Utah, game 1. I believe Cameron Rising's got to be done. He's like Jordan Travis. It's his 14th year. He's got to be gone, right? Like, I mean, right? Please.
I thought he was coming back, right? Didn't I hear that he was coming back to school? I thought he had an extra year.
Don't do that, Steve. Can you?
I could be wrong.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to double check.
I'll look that up. Yeah, I'm gonna look that part up while you're looking at it. All right.
You're gonna have to, because it's to answer your question here. We got 8-4 from Andrew Gator fan. We got 6-6 from Brian Korth, or 7-5. Okay, healthy. 6-6 from Hypnotic Anonymous. Guys, can we get to 150 likes, please? Show some love and support. Subscribe if you're new here. Let's go, boys. Come on, the train's moving.
Yeah, I think he's done. Okay.
Thank God.
You're right. Yeah, okay, so
Gamecock in the building. Welcome to the stream, Tim's Ram House. All right, he's gone. So, at Utah, what's your take? With the team that we have at the moment.
I would say Utah wins based on what they can do with hold on.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it was I'm
sorry. Spiced up.
So I think Utah wins that one. But I'm gonna throw a little curveball at you. You guys win McNeese.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
And then you've got Tennessee coming to Gainesville, and I think that's a W for you.
I think you
that game
2-1. Okay,
2-1 with Tennessee under the belt, and now you got Charlotte coming to Gainesville.
Hey, Charlotte got that dog. Okay, don't sleep on Charlotte. They do. So we're 3-1 right now.
3-1 through Charlotte. Yeah,
on a little bit of a tear. Okay.
Yep,
Kentucky, who just added Devin Leary from NC State to the table. I think it's a massive pickup. Everyone's like, why go to Kentucky? How not?
Why not?
It's a plug and chug right now. It's a plug and chug. Continue.
It's in Kentucky.
At Kentucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Kentucky gets a third straight. Is it third straight win if they win this year?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Okay. So at that point, I say you're 3-2. Vandy, I think you notch that. You get some revenge there in Gainesville. So you're 4-2, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've only got you losing 2 games.
You're giving us Vandy? You're giving us Vandy?
Yes.
All right, so 4-2. Yep.
South Carolina, you just never know. I'm going to say you win that game. Georgia.
Spencer Rattler's still going to be there. That's going to be a tough one. That one's not going to be that one's going to be a tough one. I think you're being.
You know what? I'm gonna say that Florida wins because I don't want to root for Spencer Rattler to win.
Okay,
anything.
I'll take it. Look, I'll take it. All right, so we're 5-2. Oh, yeah, 5-2 right now. Okay, Georgia. That's easy. We're 6-3 or 6-2. Keep moving. Okay, so we're 5-3 now. Okay.
Arkansas. God, what do they have out there? They've been putting together a quiet little sneaky team.
Yeah, they're weird, bro.
They just didn't
Honestly,
finish well.
it's week by week with them. You have no clue. This honestly is a flip of the coin. Flip of the coin.
Yeah, and it's in Gainesville. Gosh, look. Here's the thing. So if you're 5-3 going into that,
I say we take the L. I take the W here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you're 5-3 going into that game, you win the game. If you're 3-3 or something of that nature, and you're still like just feels like you're fighting uphill, you lose it. But I'll give you the W. Let's just say Arkansas comes in and just lays an egg in.
Okay.
In
so we're 6-3 because we lost to Georgia, Kentucky, and Utah so far, right?
Right.
Okay. 6-3. LSU. Don't waste your time. LSU's gonna get the W. I think right now they have our number, and they're doing a great job. So I'm not gonna. Look. I would love to, but I'm being realistic here. So we're 6-4.
Yep. And then Missouri, I think you take that one. I think
Missouri
we take it. Was a horrible team. Yeah, Missouri was a horrible team.
7-4. And then it comes down.
State. Yep.
There's your 8-4, 7-5. Honestly, look, I'm not. You don't have to pick it because you're gonna. It's FSU. I mean, you're gonna pick FSU, but it's not like it's a reasonable pick. Only because like that's a dumb question to ask you. I'm not gonna ask you to choose. Look, Florida State is probably gonna be favored again unless something drastic happens next year. But Florida State, and look, let's go ahead and move into that because shout out to you. I gave you shit, and I have to look. I'm all about. I've said it. Like if I'm wrong,
sure.
I'll admit it. And I said, okay, hey, if I come on this, I said, I was like, look, FSU needs to do it again. Norvell needs to do it again for me to be impressed. Then I'll be impressed. Steven, I'm impressed.
With the portal?
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Let me go and pull it up. I'm pissed, but I'm impressed. So On 3 has them ranked 5th. 247 has them ranked 2nd. It all just depends. Michigan State made a move apparently because they were ranked remember earlier when I called you, they were like 4th?
Yes. Did you see how many people they added?
What the fuck? What happened?
Dude, so they got the guy from Texas A&M.
This guy right here.
Yeah, Tunmis Adiali. I'm sorry for him. I just butchered him, so I apologize.
They got your guy Jared Jackson.
They did. So the one thing that you can look at, and this is if you look at the rankings overall, and this is the one thing that feels a little bit weird, right? So if you go back to the rankings where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, Michigan State's first, right?
Okay.
So they have 13 kids coming in.
Yep.
That have an average ranking of 55.92. That's including the guy that transferred from
Texas A&M.
From Texas A&M. Now at the same time, and this is where I think that we're going to need to start talking about the portal here, right? Because at the same time,
I see that
they had 9 players leave with an average ranking of 59.11. They added more players, but they added less quality.
Huh.
So I get why their score is high, which is the far right column.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like
the highest score, but that's because of bulk. They got bulk.
Yeah. Because if you look at Florida State, 80, they lost 74, but they upgraded to 86. 86. That is scary. That scares the living shit out of me.
The average rating for teams coming in. Like, there's number 1 Michigan State. Their average is 55. Number 2 Michigan, 85. Not as high as FSU. UCLA, 84. Not as high as FSU. You have to scroll all the way down to Maryland. Oh, and even Maryland's went down recently. They were ahead of us earlier today. They're at an 83. I don't know if there's Kentucky is at an 85 now. So I think they're still below us. I don't know if there's an average star ranking that has Oregon. Oregon added 5 players with an average ranking of a 90. Unbelievable.
Wow. Bro, Oregon made, in my opinion, signing day history today.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I was literally talking to Austin yesterday about how Oregon is a choke monster. Like, how are you in the West Coast with all the money in the world, all the facilities in the world? They have uniforms for 15. They have 19 uniforms for 12 games. They have uniforms that change between each quarter. Okay,
they change it to half.
You can be sponsored by every single Nike product they're known to man. NIL is unbelievable at Oregon. How they not dominated every year? I have been shook. And then they go, hold my beer, because I'm coming. And now look, they're ranked like 6th now, but again, they're in first in the Pac-12, by a landslide. It's not even close.
No.
It's not even close.
Not by a long shot.
It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, so look, that's exciting. It's exciting, especially for what we got in the portal. And that's the one thing that I do like. And I said this a couple of times throughout the course of the recruiting season and getting up to this is if watching college football for as long as I have, there are two positions, basically one place on the football field that requires human development in order to be good enough at it to start young. And that is the trench. You have to be good at you need experience in the weight program, the training program, the meal program. You can't really find a lot of even 5-star tackles that come in and are ready to play against some of these guys that have been in those programs for a couple of years. It takes time to develop guys on the offense and defensive line. And right now, I mean, Florida State got Jared Jackson, the defensive line guy. We lost him. Sorry, he went the other way. We got Keandre Jones from Auburn. We got Jeremiah Byers, a 4-star guy. Casey Roderick, an inside line, offensive line, so he's going to play guard. We got Daryl Jackson from Miami. But you're using guys who have played a lot of ball. Like this kid Jeremiah Byers has played 25 games in the last 2 years. Like that's a lot of football experience, and that's a lot of size that you can't get somebody coming in from high school. A corner, a wide receiver, a running back, like an ETN, right? You can get those guys who just have that spark. It's so much different in the trenches that it just takes time to develop them. And that's where I feel like, Norvell really kind of hit a home run in the portal, because those guys are instantly going to walk in and be ready to play right now. There's not a whole lot of development that goes into them.
Sure. Look, shout out to Florida State. I mean, look, this is Florida's class right here. I mean, look at all these Gators that found a new home. McMillan, that one hurt me when he left. He's obviously ended up at Pitt. Avery Helm, I think we kind of expected that. He's going to TCU. But Nebraska cleaned house with us. Corey Collar, they got Chief Borders, and then they got the offensive lineman, I believe, too. Trent Whittemore hasn't found a home yet. Naquan hasn't either. I'm kind of surprised on Naquan. DeJon Reynolds, kind of surprised on that one. Not good. There's still time. Our boy Lorenzo found a home today. He did. With the Akron Zips. So I'm really excited. Marco Ortiz, long snapper, is also at Nebraska. Nebraska did well today too. For Matt, it's Matt Rule, right?
Matt Rule. Yeah. Matt Rule, who came from Carolina. Yeah, the Panthers. He was at Baylor. He went to the Panthers. It didn't last very long in the league, and he made the move to Nebraska to take over for Frost, and he did a really good job in a very short amount of time.
He made some moves today. They pulled off Malachi Coleman, who was at one point crystal balled to Colorado and the boys. Yeah. So big pull for them. We obviously got catfished by Travis Hunter earlier today. We were expecting him to sign when he hit 100,000. Obviously, nothing came through. But I don't know if you've heard, but Kermani McClain has been crystal balled to Colorado by On3.
Shut up.
I will show you right now, sir.
God, I took my eye off the ball for
I see what you
just
did
a
there.
little bit for for other responsibilities that I had to attend to.
It was absolutely.
This is what happens.
It was mayhem today. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this. 1,500 miles away. Let's go. It was mayhem today. Absolute mayhem today. Hey, can we get 6 more likes, boys, to get to 100, or now 5 to get to 150? Steve,
what's crazy is we thought the early signing. Okay, so remember, like not too far back, there was one signing day that was your Christmas. There was always a couple of stragglers, but everybody signed on the real signing day at the beginning of February, and they split it. And there was like a December signing day, and then a February signing day, and everybody said, "Oh, it takes the lore away. It takes the gloss, the sheen, the shine, the excitement out of signing day." And then the portal came around. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is going to kill recruiting. Nobody's going to care anymore. Recruiting's a lost art. It doesn't matter." And then 2 years later, 3 years later, look at us. Look at us, huh?
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Not me. Okay. What you got, man? Sorry, I cut you off.
I don't remember. Ashley was 150 though. She liked. I appreciate the likes, boys. I don't remember now. You went on a little bit of a tear, but yeah, it's been a hell of a day. I've had an absolute blast. It's been exhausting. We got On 3 and 247. They're streaming, but they got like a team of like 65. Over here, just one man banding it, single handed this thing, trying to move around with rocket ships.
Proud of you. Proud of what you did today.
It's been a blast, and I can't wait. I mean, obviously, to get bigger and a stronger force to be prepared for the like. We just get better each time. We know what the fuck we're doing. And I remember last year we kind of missed the December stuff, but February we were ready. That was exciting.
We were good,
and that's when we really kind of got our feet wet and got moving. So, it's been a hell of a day. It's been really cool to watch. College football felt more alive today than it's been in a very long time, just because people are just excited. It's just a lot's happening, and I can't. I'm ready for the new season. Like let's go. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look, it's the first time on Twitter that the biggest topic of conversation wasn't Elon Musk. I don't know if that's going to hurt his feelings or not. I love Elon Musk, don't get me wrong, but I have to imagine that today was the first time in a while that Elon wasn't the number one trending thing on Twitter for the day.
Yeah. No, it was fun to finally see things. Just we talked about college football. I think they took over the world. I think Hermione McLean took over the world. Travis Hunter took over the world. Oregon took the world by storm. Yeah, I think a lot of people I see guys saying about Oregon, and I wouldn't want them. It seems a little much. And I think Florida pulled away from him because of that, from what I've heard. It seems like it's a drama show. Guys, I want you to know, too, I know there's been a lot of frustration, a lot of talk about the Gator Collective and what's been happening on Twitter and just the drama and all that with NIL. I've got, hopefully, Jen from the Gator Collective. She's one of the spearheads of that operation, coming on the show this week, either Thursday or Friday. I'll confirm with her probably later tonight. She never sleeps, it seems like. But she wants to come on, kind of talk about it some more. I know there's a little bit of confusion because I know some of you guys in here, donate to the collective, and I think we need more transparency of what's going on and where's the money going, because we feel as a fan base that we're taking some L's that we shouldn't be taking L's on. And look, I talked about it the other day I think it was a Sunday stream. We are okay as fans losing when we're just losing as fans. We'll still show up on Saturday. We'll take it on the chin. It is what it is. You just wake up, you do it over again, and you keep moving. When we're investing and we're putting money into it and we're still losing, I might as well just go buy a scratch-off ticket, right? When you mess with people's money, it becomes way more serious. So that's the problem. You're playing with people's money, and they don't feel like they're getting their return. And when there isn't transparency, people get nervous.
Or drunken spaces. People start to get a little frustrated.
Yeah, very much so. So, look, I think I wouldn't be surprised. I know there's probably some cancels over the last few days because of what went down in those spaces, and they've got some work to do. They got to figure it out and spearhead this, like I said, and figure out what's going on. So, you want Kermani to stay so our receivers can expose them. 247 our Kermani McLean crystal ball to UF. I believe those are old crystal balls that haven't been updated. I'm not sure. That it's sometimes if you go look, it'll say crystal ball, but click on it and it'll say it's from June or July.
Right.
You know what I mean? They haven't updated it. That's what it is.
Yeah. So because look, the one thing that I'll give 247 and On 3 a lot of credit for is if you were looking at the class rankings. I mean, if anybody doesn't know, if you hit F5 on your keyboard, that will refresh your browser without you having to click a thing. But so during the day, I'm keeping an eye on this thing, and every time I'm looking for something from Florida State, I'm hitting the F5 button. They were literally updating the team rankings every
Bro.
3-4
Wild
minutes.
It was sick to watch because look, they know. Shout out to them. I kind of talk a lot of shit by On 3 and 247 because it's fun, but shout out to them because the moment something happened, I went to 247 and it was boom. You could see the result, which was really cool because we went instant gratification. Damn, they just signed. What are they at now? Right. So It was cool to watch.
It's like a stock ticker. You want to watch it like a stock ticker.
Yo, bro. I was fiending today, bro. Fiending. Has Travis Hunter picked? No, I'm pissed. Homeboy got his wish, and now he's not delivering.
So he's basically doing to the rest of college football what he did to FSU last year.
Yeah, trolling our ass.
Welcome to it, guys.
Hey, but boys and girls, it's been a great day. I got to get some damn sleep. Tomorrow we will be live for Desmond Rick's Spacesuit will be on because I'm prepared for anything. I'm not going to show up not suited up. You know the drill, boys and girls. So we'll be live tomorrow, I believe, at 2 o'clock. With these Centrals and West Coast times, I got to figure this shit out. But we'll be ready to rock and roll. So I hope to see you guys there, locked in, dialed in. The show goes on. The road to 10,000 is alive and well. We weren't sure if we could hit it. The train's moving. Buckle up. Tell your mom, tell your brothers, tell your cousins, we're coming. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Did there, baby.
Yeah. Until next time, I'm Sheldon.
And I'm Holly.
Boys and girls, drop a like. Good night. We love you. I appreciate you guys. As always, thank you.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never